This workflow that I'm about to show you is able to create high-quality 3D animations like the ones we see on big YouTube channels such as Fern. All done with few clicks and few prompts. Let's not waste more time and let's start by exploring this workflow. As you can see here, it is composed of three main parts. So the idea here is to generate a base image or a scene setup. Then, based on that scene, we can use it to create different variations just to keep the consistency level of the characters and the scene, etc. After that, we are ready to generate our animation. So for this workflow here, we are going to use N8N, as you can see. We are going to use AI image generator models from Fall AI. So I recommend you to go ahead and create a Fall AI account, deposit some credit because these AI image models are not free. We're gonna use Image Gen 4 by Google and Nano Banana Pro. And for the video generator model, it is going to be Veo 3.1 using a free method. If you don't know how to do it, I made a video previously on how to access Veo 3.1 for free. So go ahead and watch that video. And now let's start by testing out this workflow. So the first one is composed of a form submission. That way we can give in the prompt to the image generator model. That way it understands what it's going to generate. We are going to map the prompt, call in our sub workflow, which basically uses Fall AI to generate an image. We have a human in the loop system here. Basically, after we see the image, we ask the user whether he likes the image or no. If no, he can provide some more details on how to edit the image to his liking. After that, we have an intent detection. So basically, from what the user inputted here, we are going to detect whether he liked it. If yes, we are going to pass directly and insert the final output. If not, we are going to modify the prompt that he previously inputted to fit the changes he wants to do on the image. And after that, it is going to, of course, if he did not like it, we will go back, update the prompt and redo the workflow. If he likes it, we are going to insert the final output. For the second workflow, we are going to take in the images that we generated, the scene images. Basically, we are going to ask the user for a variation prompt. After that, we are going to load the images that we already have in our data table. For this case, we are using two data tables, one for the scenes and one for the variations. We are going to take in all the first images and we are going to use a next page for the form submission. Basically, the user can select which image he wants to create a variation for, get the image information like prompt and the actual image, map it to a variable, call in the Nano Banana /edit endpoint from Fall AI to perform the edits. Again, a human in the loop system here with the intent detector. And if he likes the image, it will be inserted. If he doesn't, we are gonna repeat these steps. And finally, of course, we have our variation. We are going to ask the user for an animation prompt, what he wants to do with the animation. Is it a camera movement? Is it a character movement? And we are going to load all the scene images we have stored in our data tables, aggregate them, create a next form page here that is going to load up all the image variations we have stored. And the user will select which image he wants to start the animation from, get the information of that image, and call in our sub workflow that uses Veo 3.1. This one was made in a previous video, so go ahead and watch it just to get an idea on how to use and access Veo 3.1. So yeah, let's start now by creating an example animation from Fern. So let's start by this workflow. Click on execute workflow and go ahead, pass in the prompt. I have a prompt ready. It is composed of a faceless humanoid figure with a smooth featureless head, etc. It will be in his office with bookshelves behind him. So he will be sitting in front of his desk. So click submit here. If we go back, we'll see that the text to image using Image Gen 4 will be activated. Once this generates an image, we'll get asked whether we like the image or no. So yeah, as you can see here, what do you think of the image? Let's go ahead and take a look at the image we generated. All right, perfect. The image is kind of good, but let's test this human in the loop format. Let's go ahead and type in, I want the tie to be red. Let's go submit, go back to the workflow. It is re-executing the image, and just like that, we got the approval prompt again. Let's go ahead, see the second image. All right, as you can see, the tie is now red, so we are good. Now, let's go ahead and go back, tell it that we like the image. All right, submit. Let's go ahead. As you can see, it detected that we like the image, so it inserted the final output. If you go back here to N8N, let's go to data tables. We can see that the prompt we used here, it has been edited with the red tie instead of black tie. We have the image URL here. We can go back to the workflow and let's try to create a variation of this image. So let's execute this workflow. We are going to utilize Nano Banana for this because it's really good at editing perspectives, editing images, etc. So let's click submit. Let's select the idea since we have the number one, only one idea with the ID here. Let's select one and let's click submit. As you can see, it is executing, editing the image now. We'll get the approval prompt again. Alright, let's go take a look at the image. By the way, this whole workflow is going to be available in our membership, which is $20 a month, link in the description, where you can get access to all the previous workflows and the next workflows that we're gonna release in the future. Or if you want to get only this workflow on its own, it is in our shop, link in the description. Let's take a look at the image. Okay, it did it perfectly, but it added, for some reason, eyes, etc. So let's go back to the prompt. Let's tell it, let's click submit. Let's go intent detector. It's gonna regenerate the image now. Let's go take a look at the new image. Hopefully it works. All right, perfect. This is the image now. Let's go back and approve it. It is good. It's inserted now. If we go back to data tables, see in images, we'll see it here. Now, let's start with the animation. For this one, I want a slow camera zoom in while the character is writing on the paper. So let's go ahead, click on execute this workflow. Let's select what we want. Let's click submit. Let's select the idea. And now let's wait for the Veo 3.1 to finish generating the video. And just like that, our video is done. So click view here. Let's take a look at it. The character is writing. Let's try and download it, get a better glimpse of it. Let's take a look at it. As you can see, it did what we asked exactly. The character is writing and a slow zoom in. All right, that's perfect. This is pretty much how you can do high quality 3D styles. Of course, it is completely customizable. You can change the prompt, you can change the models you want to use, you can change higher quality, but for the testing purpose of this video, we went with the lowest possible, but it is still impressive actually. Imagine now you don't have to hire a 3D artist or a 3D animator, and you can do it with one click using this N8N system. It will allow you to copy channels like Fern and make revenue on YouTube. So yeah, this has been it, guys. I hope you enjoyed and found this useful. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and I will be seeing you in the next video. Goodbye.